Introducing first, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 152 pounds. He is a purple belt representing Charlotte Jiu-Jitsu Academy. His all-in record is 1-0. Please welcome,
Dale looking like Fedor, I'm aboard. Like he's in a library.
5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 150 pounds. Also a purple belt representing Sottile and Hunter Systems out of Lincoln, North Carolina. Please welcome, Hunter
Alright, so yeah, like you said, Hunter Peeler out of the Sottile Combat Systems, MMA fighter, coming back from knee surgery. I think he's testing the waters here with some no-gi grappling. He'll be going against Dale Allen, Sottile, a young man you're very familiar with, and like you said, kind of always has this look on his face like he's in the self-checkout line in the grocery store.
Dude. And he's the silent assassin, I get more out of him on Instagram DMs than I do in regular life. But he's the man, and interesting to see some wrestling out of Dale. I fully expect him to grab an overhook and pull guard at any moment. Dale loves the sumigashi and the shoulder punches from butterfly. He's super dangerous there. And so I feel like that's the avenue Dale's going to take. But one thing I like already is you can see Dale's looking to improve, and he doesn't usually wrestle here. And he's doing that against the wrestler.
Yeah, against a strong wrestler and MMA fighter in Hunter Peeler. And Hunter Peeler's had a reputation in a lot of his MMA fights as a grappler. So definitely not just one of these guys who has a blue belt in jiu-jitsu and wants to take a grappling match for fun. This is a guy who does the grappling arts for sure.
Yeah,
he's arm crunch. Dale's great at this arm crunch.
I'm telling you,
he swept me with this before.
This arm crunch, he's so good
Choi
with
bar.
It, and it's so strong.
Looks like he's looking for the Choi bar here.
Yeah, he'll come out the back for that little Choi bar, or flip him right here. Nice job on top. Nice hips on top to stay in the game.
Yeah, strong
that shoulder
sprawl.
crunch, you cannot just pull out of it, and Dale will get it from these odd positions. He didn't even have his legs involved.
He was like in bottom side,
yeah. It's really, and I've been careful with that.
I've been finding the shoulder crunch very successful from bottom side, even at my size, even at 240 plus. So
the key is if you choke up on it enough, you can get anyone. The one that Gordon hit in 80cc that made it famous, that one he choked up on it all the way. You can get anybody. It doesn't matter.
There was no
space. Yep. Now Dale's sticking to that arm, and Dale is a sticky grappler.
Yeah, he is.
Me and Dale have opposite games. I move around a lot. Dave's the opposite of that. Dave's very sticky. As soon as you try to turn into a scrambler, he makes you pay. So he's got more of a scrambling guy on top of him. So let's see how he can deal with this wrestler.
Peeler's been very patient so far.
Dale stays on the arm, but beautiful roll by Hunter Peeler.
Yeah, he avoided 2 deep arm attacks there, did Peeler.
Nice for Big Steve to move him. Big shout out to Big Steve coming here all the way from Myrtle Beach. I've known this guy for 20 years.
The most handsome ref in the Carolinas.
Oh, he's the man, dude. He's the man. I can tell you a lot of fun stories about this guy, but he's also a great referee. I like his resets too. He does it the right time.
Great MMA ref, one of the best in the biz.
Now Dale's going to try to make frames on this guy. Can he do it? Hunter seems like he's got good pressure. I like Hunter's knee belly kind of floating around on top of Dale.
Yep.
Oh, nice quick mount by Hunter. But Dale seems like he's on that hip push.
Yeah, but look at the front headlock by Peeler, keeping him in the game here.
Great way to defend when you're losing mount. Grab a hold of that neck.
And when I've seen Dale kind of suffer in matches in the past, whether it be Toro Cup or here or wherever, it's been when people have really tried to stop him, like really just try to hold him in a spot and kind of, like you said, play the sticky game against him.
Well, and I do think Hunter Peeler is, you hear wrestling people say a lot, you win with height.
Yep.
Now he's got a nice little guillotine on top right here, but
that looks good.
One thing that he's doing well and that I do against Dale is I keep my head high, because you can't linger your head really low. I think one thing Hunter's doing is he's staying on top and keeping his head above Dale's.
That looks really in. And I don't like the response from Dale. Dale's seemingly going to top to try to relieve some pressure.
I think Dale.
Oh, wow, he's out.
Yeah, you can start to see towards the end there, Dale, you can feel a little daylight. And one thing about him is he stays very calm. And so it makes getting out submissions easier when you're calm.
Definitely. And now we see a can opener war going on here from the full guard.
Now Dale's going to look to get back to that shoulder crunch. If I was Hunter, I would be real leery of this, because that shoulder crunch is so dangerous because you go from guard to mounting.
It's way worse from the guard. Yeah, definitely.
So,
and we see
it's just a reversal of fortunes. I mean, when I hit people with it, they just laugh like, "Oh my God!" Because you go right to getting bottom mount. So, you know, it's a real big payoff. But sometimes Dale can find himself fishing for this and then not hitting it against a really tough guy like this.
Yeah, we're at the 2-minute mark now here at AIG. And you can see Dale's trying to work that foot over in the rubber guard for some kind of go-go.
Hunter's still maintaining that body lock. I think now he turns. He senses Dale kind of go over that Omo. And Dale's going to try to wrestle up to the top.
That is so smart because everybody would just assume that a guy like Dale would want the omoplata. Dale going to probably try to use that he's going to try to use that to take top position over the wrestler, and he does. Like that's the kind of stuff you got to do with 2 minutes left if you want to try to win the match, because you've had some good subs, you've had some good attempts, but you've been on bottom most of the time. We just saw that the judges do like the sub attempts over the positional grappling, but it never hurts to have some dominant positional grappling with little time on the clock like Dale Sottile does.
What a surge by Dale here.
Yeah, definitely.
And to me, this says experience. This guy competes every weekend, and this is showing.
Veteran game,
man. He played it cool at the bottom, and now he's taking advantage. He's putting in the pressure at the end. Hunter's having to use a lot more energy for escapes, whereas you can see Dale's just chilling.
Yeah. Hunter is emptying the tank here, rightfully so, with less than 30 seconds to go here.
Now, Dale, this is one of my favorite positions. Dale's got high knees in the armpits.
Nice sweep.
Hunter with explosive hips. I like that. Good timing.
The weight was just a little too high for Sottile there.
You've got to get on that shoulder and pitch it down and attack it immediately. If you just walk your guard up high, they're going to sweep you.
Sottile doing a good job of getting the arms higher and higher, keeping the posture low here as we take down to the last few seconds here at AIG, and that is time. And I got to say, after the last decision especially, I got to assume they're going to give that one to Dale. But I've been wrong already twice tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was brought to the judges' scorecards. It's a split decision. Your winner, Hunter!
And I'm wrong again. Hunter Peeler going to get the job done over Dale Sottile. I thought that was a very close match, and so did the judges. A split decision going by the way of Peeler.
Interesting.